which now makes me realize today's the 17th already.
It is.
Wow, how did that happen?
I know.
Half of October flew
We are inching
by.
closer to Halloween here.
I was thinking about the same thing. I was like, by the end of this month, we're 2 months away from the end of the year, which is just a wild thought to think about. We are also going to be moving towards some warmer temperatures. Today is a really mild day overall. Plenty of moisture still on hand, a couple clouds just along the coastline. Those clouds are going to break apart pretty steadily throughout the day. We're going to have sunshine as early as 8 and 9 a.m. So that sun could be coming out a little bit quicker than what we saw, say, last week, for example. Temperatures only warming up, though, to the mid-70s. The changes that we see in the forecast as we're sandwiched in between two lows with a high ridge of high pressure right in between. Well, here's first off the low that brought us the wet weather over the weekend. You can blame this low pressure system for that rain delay out at Petco Park on Saturday. It's now clearing out to the east of us. It's bringing plenty of wet weather off toward areas like New Mexico and Texas. And then we are seeing this ridge of high pressure build. We're going to be sandwiched right in between. And what that's going to mean for us is all of this area of high pressure, this wind around this ridge, is going to try to move from the ridge of high pressure to the trough of low pressure. It naturally wants to move from the ridge to the trough. And as it does so, those winds are going to shift offshore. Offshore winds for us, not a great combination of ingredients. Very dry conditions out there, high fire danger. Wind speeds are going to increase to the 25 to 35 mile per hour range. We'll see some isolated gusts up to 40 miles per hour. This is not the most intense event as far as Santa Ana wind events go. We know sometimes those winds can elevate to the 60, 70 mile per hour range, but even just 40 mile per hour gusts will be enough to warm our temperatures up to about 10 to 15 degrees above average going into the middle of the week. That's the time frame we're watching out for. The wind is going to pick up over the mountaintops toward the foothills is where it will likely be most intense. And as it makes its way over the mountaintops, it will compress and heat up. Today, no offshore winds quite yet. We're still hanging on to actually pretty mild temperatures overall. 70s pretty much across the county for this afternoon. And then as we go into your Tuesday and Wednesday, we really see that warm up. Take a look across the coastline, mid 80 degree temperatures, upper 80s and some low 90s for our inland valleys as we head toward Wednesday. It's going to stay pretty warm into Thursday, and then beyond that, we'll see those temperatures cool down. 60s in play along the coastline. Keep in mind across the mountains and deserts, not too much of a fluctuation. They don't see quite as much of the warmth coming through. It's mainly the coast and inland that will hang on to those warm temperatures for the midweek point. We'll also see a lack of clouds around that time frame before they come back around alongside some cooler temperatures by this upcoming weekend.